Hi Aries, welcome to your monthly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of December, I have two special sales offer available, and one, it's a sneak peek into 2020, what kind of experiences, challenges, and opportunities might be presented in the next year cycle for you. And the other one, it's called a gift from the universe, and it's a reading that it's kind of a Christmas gift treat to you. It's a reading that focuses solely on positive news, what kind of positive gifts are coming your way. So, if you would like to know more details about those special offers or any other of my services, again, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So, Aries, I do feel like during December, there's something here that is asking a lot of heavy work on your side, and I feel like some of you are applying your master plans or some sort of important plan in specific. You're applying it into action. I feel like the majority of you Aries are very concentrated in getting certain results, getting certain goals, crossing, items of your lists, to-do lists, and things of that nature. I feel like some of you are, during this time, are very concentrated and focused in practical matters, or turning situations that are not practical in a more turning them into something functional. So whatever in your life is not functional or grounded during this time is a source of is a challenge for you, because it's you're searching for steady ground. I keep getting like some of you are tired of this type of inconsistent, erratic dynamic that some of you have been dealing with in your relationships, in work, in finances, personal, even with yourself. For Aries that have felt quite unstable lately, I feel like you're really focused here in bringing a greater amount of balance into your life, and it feels like this balance is, for the majority of you, found in giving a little bit more to practical issues and being grounded, cautious, being more down to earth. Some of you are searching this earth energy, like quite connected with this element, or you should be more connected with this element, or perhaps you're dealing with an earth sign that is bringing into your life this notion. You do have the Knight of Pentacles here, so I feel like you're in something to win. Whatever it is whatever your eyes are focused in during this time, you're in it to win. So you're really, perhaps that's why you're so careful or so focused and concentrated, because you don't want to make mistakes and you don't want to lose, basically. And there feels like there's a little bit of a competitive energy. Interesting, but it's interesting because it feels like this competitive thing is one that it's making you, for some of you, it's making you move out of your shell and where you have been stagnant. So for Aries that have been, more low key, for Aries that have had more difficulty getting up and getting things done and pursuing their interests, I feel like that's dramatically changing, perhaps because you're seeing something, or you saw something recently that really caught your attention, and so you want to move in a direction where positive change, luck, gain, success will be coming and will be a part of your 2020 year cycle. So I feel like the year ends in a very positive note for some of you. Yes, it can be demanding. I feel like for those that this is about work and finances, there's a lot of work here. There's a lot of tasks at hand, there's a lot of responsibilities, there's a lot to take care of, but again, you're going to make it. Some of you, this is about getting a second chance into something, so it could be that you're being called to try something again, perhaps something that initially you didn't give it your all, or you didn't give it, this version of Earth vibe to it. Perhaps you were a little bit, irresponsible or unstable, or just not as careful with something. Something needs your care, Aries. During this time, it's like feeling like if you don't care about something, it can wither and die. It's like a feeling like you really need to make sure that you're giving proper nourishment to whatever the situation is. So if it's a relationship, you need to be pouring into it a lot of attention and love and dedication and time. If it's work, again, you need to be cautious. You need to be on top of it. You need to be responsible. You need to be make sure that you're keeping everything functional, working, so the work flows and so you can improve and succeed much more. Whatever it is, it's a matter of attention. It's a matter of really looking at things with a different set of eyes. Some of you are asked of that, like to look at something differently, and that could be tied in again with the energy of the second chance. Is like, because you're looking back, this Knight of Pentacles is looking back to the Eight of Wands. So this might be actually something you have tried to, again, do, participate, speak about, inform, but something didn't, you didn't went through with something. And you're looking back to something that happened perhaps in November or October, something that, again, sparked here action, sparked something in you. It could be through a form of communication. Perhaps you were informed of something, or you saw an opportunity, you spotted an opportunity, or you heard, or you start talking about, you start talking with someone that sparked that passion, or you've tried to initiate a conversation and then you held back. Whatever it is, you're looking back to something. And the Judgment is here, so definitely second chances, okay? If you feel like you've done a mistake or you've missed on something recently, because I feel it's recently, so if you feel like you've missed on something recently, you'll be perhaps given a chance as December unfolds to get it right this time. I keep getting like, now you get it right, or you will be getting it right. You will be doing the right thing, the right choice, the right words. I feel like there's something here about correction as well. So it could be, some of you could be apologizing for something, others of you could be receiving apologizes from situations that wronged you, people that misinterpreted you, or in some way bullied you, did something to you that you felt was quite unfair. And for some of you, there are situations here that have been violent to your emotional self. So perhaps you had a fight, or with someone you cared about, or at work, whatever, in whichever setting it was. I feel like there has been this fight or argument that really hurt you emotionally. And if that's the case, whoever here is the guilty or wrong one in that debate and discussion, there will be an apology. There will be a clearing of the situation coming up, especially more towards the end. And as you go into next year, is that feeling of you don't want to start 2020 carrying, this anger, frustration, bad vibes, bad mojo kind of thing here. You want a clean slate. You want to be free from something that feels very heavy. For some of you, you want to lighten up the load. So it could be like you're trying to structure again your work, your finances, everything in your life, to make it more functional and less heavy on you. Some of you have like the weight of the world on your backs, and you're carrying it like a feeling of you have so many things that are your responsibility, and you just want to find a way to make them work, where they don't take so much of your energy, and you're actually free to pursue things that are just not about that thing. I also feel like some of you have been very concentrated, perhaps in work or changes, things of that nature, and you've had an it's almost like a feeling like you had to prioritize, right? So you don't have much time here to focus perhaps on more emotional, you know, things, relationships perhaps have suffered, or your own dreams, you know. Some of you could be that you have some of you Aries have forgotten a little bit about your dreams, okay? There's something here about forgetting something that is important to you and grants you, as well, luck and stability at the same time. So it's almost like, you have to have both things going on. And remember that Libra is your polar opposite. So there's a very interesting thing to learn from the polarity, right? Axis, because many times we look to the opposite sign to see the traits, not only that we should embody to gain more balance, but also things that, you know, the things that we need that we don't know we need, the things we are that we don't know we are. But if we kind of invite that energy, we end up seeing that we're much more like that, or much more connected with that trait, truth, vision, whatever, belief, personality traits than initially what we thought we would be. And I'm saying this because I feel like some of you, that there's this thing about the Libra archetype that deals with balance and having, you know, the fair amount of heart and mind, you know, in balance. Okay. And I feel like something has not been in this balanced state, because either you have prioritized too much of something at the cost of something else. And December presents this conflict, presents this notion that some balancing, you know, energy into something that has been unbalanced needs your attention. I also feel like some of you have a hard time letting go of certain things, again, that are very heavy. For some of you, that this is not about work, finances, you know, a lot of commitments that hold you back. This is about emotions that, and emotions, and there's a feeling here of emotions that have turned into something perhaps a little bit sour, okay? Frustration, anger, not dealt with, not managed, not expressed. Some of you, it's like it's the heavy baggage in terms of situations, okay, you have been through, and you have not dealt, you have perhaps not had a chance to properly deal with them, and this judgment call is kind of also ringing here, like ringing the bell of awareness, like you need to let this go, because it's harming you, it's harming your progress, it's taking your attention to unwanted places. If feeling like if you want certain growth to happen, this needs to go. You need to allow the wheel of fortune here to bring the change, okay, to bring here an opportunity that would put you in a much more wanted, you know, current here, flux ahead, towards something great, towards something beneficial, towards something that, again, is going to give you and bring in that, you know, that joy. The feeling of joy that some of you have been missing on is wanting to kind of come back in 2020. I keep getting like there's some sort of release or opportunity again to let go of something as well during this time. That is very important because it's like, giving that last clearing before you start again a new chapter. So it's like you're really in this Aries energy is really into this vibration of what we usually see in the New Year's Eve's intentions, like a clean slate, a new chapter. And in order to really be free to pursue certain things ahead, uh, you need to clear out other things here. So I hope you have a great month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully, we'll see each other soon.